Hi, I'm Leonard Scott Collins, yada yada yada, internet. These were fun, let's do a bunch of these. So I think, remember I was telling you I was getting pain kind of back here on the outside of my bottom leg. I think maybe what you want to do is think about pressing in like this, like this, through this bit. Like instead of just like letting your weight fall down so that everything just kind of collapses out this way. I think that's maybe you can help by pressing your weight even across the whole sole of your foot, like especially rooting in on the instep. Probably let's see if we feel more supported or if we still get a strain. Let's straighten the legs nice and straight, and let's just do let's see if we can do 10 of those ones. So like this, and then I think it was this, and then like this. I bet that's 5. Good. Two. One. Okay. Yeah, still really getting some distress on the outside of those ankles. I don't know. Maybe we should try warming up first, huh? It's just crazy enough. This might work. Anyway, feet together, knees bent. Push your butt back against the wall and just come forward, and we'll start with 20 breaths here in our kind of relaxed forward fold. Remember, what we're doing here is targeting the tops of the thighs, the hips, the butt. Trying to get the back to come long, relaxing down over the feet. Let's do 10 more breaths.
we're able to turn that into a pose that targets the hamstrings from the thighs all the way back down to the calf here, just by straightening the legs. And with the legs straight, you may feel some distress. So what I'm going to do here is take a little bit of the weight off of the stretch by resting my hands on something. See if it'll let me relax forward now. Still having real trouble easing forward into the stretch with the legs straight. So for the last 6, I'm going to put my hands back up.
And now the last version of this we showed was to add an opening across the upper mid-back
By standing on the hands. And right now I've got the balls of my feet
right into the balls of my palm.
And then we'll do 20 breaths here. Try to straighten the legs gently. I did get some releasing there.
Let's see what happens now. If I straighten my legs, straight, 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 and then try a very accurately roll down through the spine. What they tell you is to isolate one vertebrae at a time. Release, release, release. Even if one could do that, I don't know if people actually can, though I'm sure they claim to. It's going to be very difficult across the thorax
because the rib cage is a lot of extra mechanism to navigate, and plumb impossible across the sacrum because several of those vertebrae are fused.
Come up to flat back. Really straighten the legs here. Look down. Try to roll out through the lumbar. I mean, at least that's where I'm noticing that I often have some rounding. Let's come into a down dog. Let the shoulders come up the back. Straighten the back legs, absolutely straight. And again, what we want to do here, just think about letting the heels kind of gradually ease down towards the mat. That's going to be the stretch in the back of our hamstrings. Stretch that back out because we've been doing a lot of forward folding. So by coming up into Cobra, we counteract our back bend. Our goal in forward fold is not really to do a back bend. Our goal in forward fold is to keep a flat back. But in order to get right over to flat back, tummy is resting on our thighs, chest on our knees, head on our shins. That requires really open hips, really long hamstrings. So for this foreseeable future, forward folding is going to involve a back bend. Let's do 5 more of these. And then on number 5, we'll stay down with our head resting on the mat. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stay down, take a couple of breaths here. Straighten the back legs. See if you can straighten the back. Deepen the bend in the hips. See what it means to have some of your weight on your head. And come back up. Good. Now inhale up. Press down. Just dive down, same way you're doing when we go into our sun salutation. Keep the knees straight. Let the weight start to bring you forward. We're starting to feel a little bit more limber now, so there's less distress in the hamstrings. Kind of roll forward onto your fingertips or your palms if you can.
Walk forward into your downward dog. And now press one heel down. Lift the other leg up as high as you can go. Straighten both legs. Turn the hip out. Bend the knee and drop down for a stretch through the front of the thigh. Straighten both legs. Drop the right leg down. Feel those heels start to come towards the mat. Raise the left leg. Straighten both legs. Bend the left knee. Fall over the side. And the stretch is through the front of the left thigh. So torque that hip a little bit up until you feel it. Move the left hand into the center of the mat. The left foot forward. Back leg straight. Roll the toes forward. Till the front knee is right over the front ankle. Keep the back leg straight. Stay here for 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. See if you can come down onto your elbows. One, 2, 3. Relax the back knee. And now the stretch. We're adding a stretch in the top of the right thigh to everything else we're already doing. You work yourself lower here. We can start trying to get our left knee over our left shoulder. Bend the back leg, straighten the front leg. Come to rest down to kind of almost sitting. Not quite. Leave your butt to float up a little bit. Keep the front leg straight, point the toes. What you want to be doing here, I'm not exemplifying it very well, is to be working to roll your upper body forward over your leg. Now, this is not a series I learned in yoga class. I told you I was taking a conditioning class on Wednesdays. Flexibility conditioning with Saint Stella or Stella Saint. I can't remember how she says it, but she's great. Very, very good burlesque performer here in Toronto. If you're around, you want to take the class. And come up to standing. Let's come back to the foot of our mat. All right. Knees together, knees straight, roll down. One rota at a time, or whatever nonsense you want to say. Just mean go slow. Hang here for a bit. Start to work your way forward. rock forward until you put your fingertips down, hands, whatever. Come out into a downward dog. Straighten both legs. Let the heels drop towards the floor. Pop the right leg up. Stretch it long. Bend the right knee. Let it fall backwards. Crank the hips open until you're getting a nice stretch through the top of the thigh. Come back to center. Heels draw down. Left leg comes up. Both knees straight. Left knee bent. Falls over. Hip pops open until you feel the stretch to the front of the thigh. Now, right hand comes into the center of the mat. Right foot comes forward to where the right hand was. Back knee straight. You can roll the ankle forward until the right knee is over the right ankle. 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure I can on this side, but if you can, come down to your elbows. 1, 2, 3. Bend the back knee. And again here, here's your opportunity to start working that front knee over its respective shoulder. Go gently. Start to feel the stretch in the top of the thigh. Now straighten the front leg as you press back over the bent foot. And you don't want to rest your bum right down. You want to get the sense that you're sort of floating, sitting, trying to sit but floating over that back foot. Hands on either side of the knee. Upper body comes forward. Reaching long over the front leg. Now come up to standing. Your feet are in line. One line along your mat. Both legs are straight. And your upper body can come down over the front foot. Hands on either side. Okay, by relaxing your neck. This will be easier when your hands are both on the floor. Good. I'm a little disoriented because usually it's Monday for me and Monday for you. So like if I'm feeling slow and groggy after the weekend, I know you will be too. But my last week got all mixed up, and so it's Monday for me, and I don't know when it is for you. So forgive the disorderliness of this workout. So it's probably Thursday for you, actually, come to think of it. So that means tomorrow is going to be the climax of this series. I hope we've made some progress. I'm going to review all the videos between today and tomorrow, and we'll try to do the 2 or 3 hard things we learned. We'll do a good warm-up
some of our basic stretches, and then the 2 or 3 hard things that we learned. We'll spend some time in them to kind of cap off our series. Anyway, I forgive you for being out of step. You know, if it's Monday for me, it should just be Monday for you. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. I'm Leonard Scott Collins, and this has been Make Money Doing Yoga on the Internet.